I was packing my camera bag a few days ago because I finally completed my 10-day self-isolation period, which now means I'm able to go out and exercise and walk the dog. While out and about with the dog, I thought this would be a great opportunity to take some photos. When I was packing my bag, I realised that there's certain things that I just never take out. So today we're talking my top 5 accessories for the Sony a7 III. Before we get into it, I just want to say all these accessories are specific to me and my line of photography, being automotive, urban and the odd landscapes here and there. So please bear that in mind when we're talking through these products. However, let's kick things off with the Miki camera grip extension. This is something I picked up very early on into my camera ownership. I found it in a video very similar to this one. It's perfect for someone with larger than average hands that finds the camera gets a little bit uncomfortable after shooting with it for a couple of hours. It gives the pinky a more natural resting position. It's got something to grip hold on as well, instead of resting underneath the camera, putting pressure on this part of your finger here. I find it makes shooting a hell of a lot more comfortable. It's half the price of the Sony equivalent, however it does have a few drawbacks. It's made of a one-part construction, so you don't get any access to the battery flap, so you have to take it off, change the battery and put it back on. It also doesn't have the little swingy handle thing that the Sony does, allowing it to sit flush on the floor. With the Miki, you sit it down, it sits down a little bit of an angle, but that doesn't really matter. If battery is an issue, Miki do actually do a battery camera grip for the Sony a7 III. I know I said a lot of these products are specific to me and my shooting needs, but I highly recommend picking up this Baxter dual battery charger. If you've got a Sony a7 III or picking up a Sony a7 III, you know charging it up by the multi-port USB is really sketchy and looks dodgy. It just doesn't look right at all. Cable doesn't push all the way in, it feels really wobbly, like something's going to break inside, and the port door doesn't allow the camera to sit flat on the floor, so you have to do this weird balancing act to make sure everything works correctly. That's where the dual battery charger comes into its own. Slip your battery out, pop it in one of these ports, you've got an LCD screen to tell how much charge is in your battery. It works off the same charger as your camera, and it also has USB-C, so it's future proof. It can be charged off a USB power bank as well. It's really cheap. I bought it off Amazon for about £10. I'll leave the link in the description box below. Moving on to a product that is more specific to my needs, mainly automotive and shooting rollers. I haven't got a big fancy rig that I stick to the back of my car that can be controlled from the inside. I do it the old fashioned way. I hang out the boot or I hang out the side of the passenger window. If the unthinkable happens and I drop my camera, it's alright. It's not going to go bouncing on the road because I rely on a wrist strap. This one's from Peak Design. I've tried the cheaper ones in the past. I don't really get on with them. Didn't find them that comfortable. Couldn't trust them that well, and I felt they were a little bit clunky to take on and off my camera. This is where Peak Design's intuitive clip-in clip-out system comes into its own. This attaches to your camera, this is the main clippy part, and it clips together just like so. This is a product you can trust and rely on. This little bit of tether is rated to about £10. Don't quote me on the specs, but I'm sure it's roughly around that off the top of my head. Use it for all their neck straps and wrist straps, so it's compatible across all products. Another product from Peak Design that I use quite a lot, that's the camera capture clip. Comes in two parts. This part attaches to your camera bag strap. This part attaches to the bottom of your camera and goes together like this. I use it when I'm out and about and I don't want to keep my camera in my bag. I want to keep it on my shoulder just in case of the shot I would have missed if my camera was in my bag and I had to fumble around getting it out. It's already on my shoulder. I can unclip it, take the shot, got it, nailed it, clip it back on my shoulder, carry on doing what I was doing. This last product is essential for all cameras, but I think this Lexor Professional SD card ticks all the boxes. It's cheap, it's reliable, its read and write speeds are fast enough to allow your Sony a7 III to shoot in all its modes, 4K and 1080p 120. I've tried other SD cards, I've got other SD cards, I've got the Pro grade and the SanDisk equivalent, but the Lexor sits in this happy medium over price and performance. I highly recommend this SD card. Those are my top 5 go-to accessories for the Sony a7 III. If I've sparked your interest and you're going to pick up any of these products, please smash that like button. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, please let me know in the comments. And if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. With all that being said and done, I'll see you lot in the next one. Bye.